What's going on, guys? Duelim here, back again with another video, and today we're going to be going over Incursion Raids 2, Difficulty 2, Bio, all 3 lanes. Nodes 1 and 2 will be a one-shot, Node 2 will be a two-shot, hopefully. Haven't tried it, trying it for the first time live. As you can see, using Rebirth here, but yeah, we are using Super Scroll. Sorry, don't want to get your hopes up. Thumbnail has Super Scroll. I haven't figured out a way to do it without Super Scroll yet, and I don't want to tell people to invest in Rebirth just so you can do it without Super Scroll. I will continue trying to see if I can figure it out, but as of right now, I have not found a way. I know a lot of different content creators are trying to find a way to do it with Super Scroll, but that's probably going to take a really big rebirth that you're going to have to invest in. So I don't want to give you poor advice to invest in Rebirth just to be able to get through these nodes. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. I don't think it's logistical. I don't think it should be done. So let's get in here. Yeah, this game is loving life right now. Loving it. Loving life. So we're going to put the ability block on Absorbman here. Okay. Peggy got stunned, which is fine. So what we're going to do here, we're going to stun Omega Red to put slow on everybody here. Okay. Next up, we're going to use the special from Cap America to get those immunities up. Next up, we are going to use our ult on Cloak because we don't want him putting out all those nasty debuffs and all that good stuff. Next up, we are going to actually basic the Thor over here. We want to start working on these Thors, and hopefully the Nova, if it rebound chains to him, it did. Incredible. Want to start working on this pack over here, though. Thor does a lot of damage here. Thor's hit real hard. You can see Winter Soldier almost got one shot there, but he didn't, so that's great. I got another stun up, and I'm going to use the stun on Jane because her ulting is definitely not good. We can use the ult here because I have full. Everybody's up, so I don't need to revive anybody. Let's get that going there. Let's see here. Agatha's now going to ult. Okay, let's put a hit on Absorbman here to get the Super Scroll exposed going. Okay, we're going to use the Super Scroll ult here. Should take out most everybody, if not do a lot of damage. So next up, we got to make sure Nova doesn't do things. He's probably still going to ult here, which is not the best, but it's not terrible. Actually, we're going to get an ability block on him, so it doesn't even matter. So now we gotta make sure Omega Red doesn't take a turn, because if he does, he will ult. So that's going to be not great. We're actually going to special here, even though we don't need a revive, just to get some more heals out there. We're going to special here as well to get an ability block some places. Got another one on Nova, actually, so he ain't taking an important turn for a while. You see we're stuck on the taunt here. That's okay, because now it's gone. See that Thor in the corner? He's super low. We want to make sure he dies so we don't have 2 Thors up. Pinging this Cap for a while. Not great. Let's get this taunt up, though, so we can get some immunity. Get all that good stuff out there. And then we are actually going to stun Captain America, or attempt to. He's going to block it. No big deal, though. We're going to use the ult to make sure Captain America doesn't die from all these pings. You see that Thor in the back has now died. Omega Red's going to probably die from bleeds here, and then we can focus on Thor because Nova's not going to take a turn for a while here. That actually does anything. So the node takes a while, but you will get through it. It doesn't always look the prettiest, but you will get it done. So let's put a defense down on Thor here, and then let's start working on this clump because, like I said, Nova is not going to do anything of importance. We do want to make sure Cap Sam doesn't ult if we can. He probably will still, but that's okay. Because none of these are skill tunes, so he's not going to give the most turn meter to his allies here. Counterattacks may end up killing him. And then we can keep working on this clump here, because again, Nova's just going to basic, not too big of a deal. He's also got slow, so he's not moving fast at all. We want to make sure this Thor does not get an ult off, and we want to make sure we're getting some cooldowns ready here. Leaving this node, having cooldowns is great. It's not essential, but it is great. Having all the cooldowns up, obviously, is ideal, but making sure you have the Winter Soldier ult is a big deal. Having Peggy stuff up as well is great, and then having Super Scroll stuff up as well. Yeah, that's going to be this node here. Oh, he did still ult, but it doesn't do much damage, which is fine. Just probably throw this on auto basic, make sure I don't time out here. Super Scroll passive should clean this up, though, pretty easily. But yeah, that's node 1. Pretty simple. Just make sure you're controlling and moving pieces around. Let's get into node 2. Coming into node 2, we're using the same team. That's right. Super Scroll still. I know node 1 can be beaten with Rebirth. I've actually done it before. Node 2 is the problem, and then node 3 even struggles with Super Scroll Rebirth. But it's going to be a lot of trial and error to figure out what works. I don't even know if this is going to work on 2.3 when we end up getting there. But again, I will keep trying to see if I can figure it out. It would be great if I can. But as of right now, there is no answer, unfortunately. So, to start off here, we are going to use the ult by Super Scroll. If you don't have the ult, you can also just rewind this clump here with the Silver Surfer to make sure Silver Surfer doesn't ult. Honestly, doesn't matter that much. He doesn't need to have his ult up turn 1. As you can see, Silver Surfer's still going to ult. He didn't get an ability block on anybody. He probably tried to target Scroll. But then we can put the ability block here on Dazzler to make sure she is not flipping a bunch of stuff, and then rewind that Cap America because Cap America is a big problem. World War II ulting is not the best thing, but it's not the end of the world. Also, let's get a nice stun on Quicksilver here to make sure he's not taking turns because he hits extremely hard. I want to make sure he never takes a turn. World War II is going to be a big priority here as well because if he takes a turn, he's going to reduce our turn meter by a bunch because he's probably going to ult. Even if he doesn't ult, that special clears a lot of effects. But we want to make sure we are focusing this World War II as well. Let's get him stunned and controlled, and then we'll go back to the Quicksilver here to make sure he dies. So we're going to put the special here. It won't turn me to rewind him, but it does a lot of damage, so let's make sure he's going down here. Now we got the Eternals drop, so we want to make sure, obviously, we have good old Safeguard up on our team. This Quicksilver should be dead now to the bleeds. He is incredible. So we want to refresh this Safeguard. If not, the Eternals are just going to do absolutely naughty things to us, and we don't want that to happen. But we can get the ability block on Cersei at minimum. Icarus is going to clear it off because that's his kit. Get the offense up off of Icarus as well, so we don't have to worry about that. Get a basic, because if not, he's going to shake off everything anyway. And as you can see, that does not do too much damage, which is great. The rewinds are really the problem. But as you can see, we can get straight back through it pretty easily. Silver Samurai's taunting is not a great thing, so let's make sure that's not happening. Also, you can see the special from Icarus hits like a freight train too. So we can actually just save abilities here. We don't really need to use anything. Eternals don't have abilities anymore once Cersei uses her special. So I'm going to work on the shield security a little bit because I don't want shield security getting that reflexive taunt. So I'm going to get stuck on him anyway, so I'm going to keep working on him. Stun literally doesn't matter. And now we can basic here because we want to save abilities. As you can see, Node 2 goes a lot quicker than Node 1 did. And then having Peggy obviously as a healer to make sure we're getting all the heals up and ready to go. To make sure everybody's full health is super, super nice to have. Let's just keep slow playing this because I'm not going to waste... Not going to use any abilities here. No need. Super Scroll is just going to keep hitting like a freight train and get through this pretty quickly. Even US Agent level 90 is taking a big hit and able to do good things. So don't freak out about these Eternals. They're really not bad once they use their abilities, honestly. And then it's just whittling them away, building up cooldowns, and making sure you're actually able to get through this. Again, hitting the US Agent. Doesn't really matter, though, because he's going to be fine, because we got Peggy healing a bunch. Okay, that taunt is now dead, and Cersei will be dead. 2 primary and adjacent attacks here, so I'm just going to focus on Icarus. As you can see, no matter how low everybody gets, they have so many heals on them that they just go right back up to full health whenever they take a turn. So this won't rewind, barely does any damage, doesn't really matter, barely an inconvenience, and we'll throw it on auto basic now. And then just finish up this node. So yeah, we have full cooldowns ready to go. We've got all the stuns, all the taunts, all the hits, and let's get into the boss node. All right, coming into the boss node, we're going to throw Gamma at this. I have no clue if this works. I'm doing this live. I'm going to see what happens, honestly. My goal is to just get a bunch of abilities burned, maybe get a Red Hulk ult if I'm lucky. Doubt it, though. And then throw in Rebirth Sus again, but Rebirth Sus just does not stand up to this node. This Black Cat hits like an absolute freight train. As you can see, just one-shotted all of my tunes. Just one shot. Just absolutely demolished. So you can see, we can just try to get some even damage. It really does not matter much because everybody's going to die before they do anything anyway. But we did pull some good abilities here. We're pulling the Emma Cleanse as well, which is nice. We pulled the Agent Venom special, which can one-shot, so the other one does still have a special. But yeah, let's get into the next attack here on the boss node and see if it works. All right, coming in after that sack, we're going to use Rebirth Sus once again. Let's see how this works. Honestly, I have no clue if this is going to work or not. I've tried multiple times with just trying to one-shot this, and I don't think it's possible because that Black Cat just absolutely decimates your team. But let's see if they can survive the Black Cat ultimate turn 1. I hope they can. Because if not, that's another problem we have to face. So what we can do here is we can ult turn 1 to get a bunch of damage out there, trauma, offense down, all that good stuff. Black Cat, okay, I did survive that. Cool. Let's get Safeguard up to make sure we're good here. Still stuck on that taunt, which isn't great. But, ooh, okay. So let's do the ability block. Okay, good. Ability block there. That's good. You're going to clear everything off me, but you're a problem. Let's stun Black Cat. Let's get the taunt and immunity up. Because this won't clear anything now because I have Safeguard. Okay. That's the only problem with this here, but I just got a metric butt ton of turn meters, so let's just start rebounding here and get back into the fight here. Let's get all our health back. Remember, Strange is going to ult now next turn, so we want to make sure we're watching his turn meter. Emma has nothing, but she is ruining our turn meter here, so what we're going to do is basic here and then chain around. That killed both of the people that I wanted to die there, which is great. Okay, what do we got here? We got a Vulture, Cap America Sam, not great. She's still stunned. Let's stun Vulture here so he doesn't do anything wacky. Let's do that, and then let's rewind here. Falcon turn 2 is going to be a problem, so we want to make sure he doesn't get to his second turn, but he won't even get to his first turn because he's now stunned. This is going swimmingly, let me tell you. Wow, this is going great. So let's slow play this now. To make sure we're going to make sure we're gonna have cooldowns when the next wave drops. Let's get an ability block here because I don't want Cap Sam ulting. Let's just keep hitting Black Cat because we want her dead. Take all the death proofs, so now she can get rewound, which is incredible. She's now out of stun, so that needs to be stun priority number 1. Let's get a defense down on her. Let's make sure Firestar dies. She may not, though. That's okay. Oh, she will. I lied. That doesn't do anything. Incredible. Let's get energy out. U.S. agent, you got stun. Absolutely, you do, good sir. I appreciate you. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be control the ever-living hell out of this Black Cat, and you can get a sack and then a one-shot. All right, let's see what kind of debauchery we're getting into here. That's fine. Let's get all this stuff off. Can't let Psylocke take a turn because she's going to ult, and that's not great. She'll throw back that stun and everything. Okay, bye, Psylocke. Magneto taking a turn is just going to give us turn meter. That's not a terrible thing. Let's take the defense up off of you. Let's get this on you, because I don't want you ulting and putting trauma on me, possibly. Oh my, this might be a one-shot if I can play this quicker. Yep, this is going to be a one-shot. Well, a two-shot. Okay. Well, this worked great! All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. See, time is running down a little bit, but I think we're okay. That's not going to do any damage. Nopers. That's also fine. Make sure Black Cat's taking damage here. Gets another vulnerable. Okay. Okay, this node is turning quickly. But I might be okay, actually. I might be okay. That's going to give a bunch of turn meter here. And now I can clear all of it. Oh, no, I can't because I have trauma. This is... Oh, it can miss. Interesting. Oh, I'm out of time anyway. That's okay. I'll come back in and clean this up to show that it worked. All right, coming back in. I am not going to heal to prove a point to see if I can actually get in here. I think Black Cat's going to basic, which is great. But I want to prove a point and not heal to show that you don't need to use heals on this. So let's get back into this. Our death proofs are back, which isn't great. But our death proofs are now taken away. Okay. Okay, looks like we have a partial answer to this, which is good. I'll take a partial answer because it's better than no answer. So at least there's a way to beat this, right? Stun mags. I guess I should have gone on the end to make sure I hit everybody here, but what does it matter? This node's over. Okay, cool. Well, this works. It's just annoying to do it. So Gamma sack and then into reverse sus, you can two-shot it, three-shot it if you time out. But I wasn't playing super fast, right? So maybe you can get through it without needing that. But then again, this Black Cat's so tanky, so you may have to hit it twice. But not having to use heals is pretty nice. I'll say that. But again, I played super slow, so maybe energy gets to scroll. I get a second ult again, but yeah, that's going to be Bionodes 2.2 difficulty with scroll. I will try to figure out a way without scroll. I doubt that boss will be even possible without scroll, but I'll try to figure it out for everybody. But hope you guys enjoyed. Hope this helps you guys and your alliance. But until next time, this has been Duelim. Later, y'all.